You should not trust Iman Gadzhi. I'm going to explain why I believe this because what he is doing is making me sick to my stomach. And at the end of this video, I'm also going to be teaching you how you can get your own AI model like Synthesis AI for free. And by the way, this is a model that he charges $3,000 for. And so the reason I say not to trust Iman Gadzhi is because Iman Gadzhi's new course is going to ruin the info product space, and I don't mean that in a good way. And so let's first look at what he's actually pitching in his new workshop that's coming up. So he's going to teach you how to make money online by partnering with people who already have an audience. And the idea is that you stay completely invisible and use AI to do the heavy lifting. The only thing I can say to that is that it's just going to teach you how to partner with creators and create shell products for them. Creating shells of products. You're not creating something real, you're creating a shell of a product. Another thing I want to point out here is this, and it's maybe something simple, but not a lot of people will pay attention to this. But he says, I'll show you how to use AI to almost fully automate the best AI powered business model of 2026. Fully automate is bold and almost is not bold. Now, what are we to assume with almost? Does that mean 99%? Does that mean 90? Does that mean 50? Does it mean 10? You don't really know, but I don't want to stay on that point for too long. And so let's actually look at building shells, because that's what he's telling you to do. He's telling you to use an AI to build a shell of a product which has no real substance, but is just a regurgitating of information that's already on the internet. And you might think, this is quick and easy money, right? Yeah, not really. Because I'm going to explain to you why that is not the case, because this is what will actually happen. So what he teaches you is that you have to reach out to small content creators and you create products for them. And some of those creators will accept, but the info product space will be flooded with horrible products because AI really isn't that good at creating info products. And so the info product space will be flooded with these absolutely garbage products. And this results in the brand of those creators who actually accepted those deals being ruined because they're selling something which doesn't even provide real value. And another thing that will happen is that churn will hit these digital products, and these shadow operators, as he calls them, will be forced to solve those problems. But the thing is, they don't know how to solve those problems. And so what should content creators do if someone offers to build a product with AI for you, or if they simply just offer to build a product for you? Here's what I suggest that you as a content creator should do. Run. Your brand will be permanently ruined if you actually accept their deals. But then if you want to monetize your audience, what should you actually do? What should you do instead of just having some AI shell of a product? Well, you need to build a real problem-solving info product. And yes, this takes time and this takes effort. But this is how you actually build something that lasts and that helps people. And this will last longer than 2 months because you're actually providing a solution to a problem that your audience has, and you're spending time helping them and providing real value instead of just having AI create some garbage product that you can dump on your audience to extract money from them. What I recommend is that you stop looking for the silver bullet. You can't just spawn money from shell products, and this is for both creators and the people who want to do this business model. You have to remember that you are selling to real people with real problems. Nothing replaces real value. I want you to remember that because there's no get-rich-quick scheme to selling to your audience. You have to actually put in effort as a creator to help your audience. And if you are an operator like me, then you should put in effort to actually help with the business aspects and the back-end aspects of that creator's info product. And am I shooting myself in the foot? Because what I do is I help creators and help them scale their info products. Well, absolutely not, because I help creators by taking care of the business aspects. I take all of that stuff out of their hands so that these creators can focus on providing value. And the creators I work with actually focus on providing value. They spend time with their customer to help them solve their problems. They put in the time and effort to help their customers, and they're not looking to get rich quick by extracting every last dollar out of them. And I am sick of people flooding this space with trash products that do next to nothing. This is going to ruin the info product space for all creators, not just the bad ones. The good ones will also be ruined by this, and that makes it so that people will miss out on valuable products that could have helped them solve their problems. But now they don't trust creators anymore because of all the trash that has been put into this market. As I mentioned before, nothing replaces real value, and I want you to pay attention to that because you can employ all the AI tactics and use all the scaling methods. I can completely optimize everything inside of your school info product for you, but if you're not providing value as a creator, you're not going to make actual money. You're just going to be selling out for some garbage product that does absolutely nothing. And for all the preaching that Iman does about how much money you can make selling AI garbage to some creators' audience, why is he not doing it himself? You have to ask yourself that question. Why is he not partnering with small creators and using AI to build digital products for them? Why is he not doing that? Has he got better things to do, like sell his own info products to you, for example? I want you to really think long and hard about that. And then let's look at this actual AI model, which he charges $3,000 a year for. Well, first let's look at what his privacy policy on this actual site has to say. User input provided to Synthesis AI is processed by OpenAI's model. Let that sink in. This is just a prompted version of ChatGPT. That is literally all it is. It is a prompted GPT model which he is selling for $3,000 per year. And another thing I want to point out is this. How do I know my product will be a success? So this is in the Q&A section of his site, and here he says, Synthesis AI takes the guesswork out of this complex task and helps you build a class-leading product, removing failure as an option. Can a lawyer look into this? Because I asked GPT and I'll show you what it said right now. This is a summary. Is it automatically illegal? No, but it's legally risky. Could it be considered misleading if users fail? Yes, especially the removing failure as an option phrasing. Would a lawyer or regulator flag this? Almost certainly. Does he not have lawyers who he can discuss this with? I am surprised that there haven't been any lawsuits from this specific phrasing on his page. But then let's look at how you can get this 3K AI for free, because what he's done is he's just prompted a ChatGPT model, and I'm going to be showing you how I made something similar to his Synthesis AI for free, and you can literally copy these steps and you will have a similar model as the one he has right now. So this is what I did. I gave ChatGPT this prompt and you can read over it, but I'll add it in the description so that you can just copy paste this into ChatGPT and you will have similar results to me. So I gave it this prompt and I told it how to create courses. Again, with the same premise as how he made it. So quickly identifying this unique value zone and then creating the actual product. So I gave it this prompt and it responds to it, and I did notice that it was wrong on the first thing, so I told it to give me a list of the niches, which is the first step in the process. But it seems to have gotten the wrong idea about the specific niches, so I had to specify it a little bit further. So I told it to focus on more everyday problems, because right now it was focusing more on people who want to sell courses. And so with that out of the way, I actually got it to find the right niche. Then I selected a niche from there. I took the phone addiction niche, and now it's doing exactly as I instructed in the first prompt. So told it, make that course about phone addiction, right? Module 1. Then it gives me the full structure of the course. As you can see, you can read over all of this. So this is all AI made, by the way. The AI came up with this completely by itself. Then the next step, it will write the first module here. So it's written the first module as I have told it to do. And now I can just say that I approve of this, and it's going to write me the next lesson. And that is how you can get a model similar to his completely for free. Now, am I saying that you should use this new model that you have for creating shell products? That is not what I am saying. However, what I recommend is that you look at what it tells you to do, or what courses it tells you to make, and then you create a course specific to your niche, which you already know something about. So that way you can focus on providing actual value to your customer. So please Don't waste your time on this event and don't waste your money on the products that he is selling.